Hi guys, so I'm here for Daisy Jones episode 7 and 6 because now they've been split into 2 episode lots. It is really dark in here, I probably should have put a light on, but I am excited, but also I had to go home from work today because I felt really lightheaded, so I'm just full pajama mode, so like I'm keeping my excitement here. So we've got a 48-minute episode, I am fully in the dark, and a 46-minute episode, so I feel like it's going to be a lot easier only having to watch 2. But I'm excited because I feel like drama's going to keep going, but then it's like once we get to episode 9 and 10 it's got to like start wrapping up, and I definitely don't think we're going to see the reason why the band breaks until the 10th episode, but like I'm so excited, it's going to be so good. Oh my god, I'm so excited we got to see Simone again, and I didn't realize it's been like 2 whole years since she left. Like obviously there's been a time spike there with Daisy getting more popular and like the band coming together, but I didn't expect it to be 2 years. It just seemed like they've been writing a lot of stuff and we saw 10 minutes of it. But she's getting right into that disco scene, and I like that she's got Bernie and they're together even though she's scared to be out. But like in the 70s, I understand why she would be terrified of that. But I like that Teddy's like calling her and they're still in contact, and Daisy's just God knows where. She's gonna pop up, she'll be there for the tour, but she wasn't even there for the record party. Like that is not good, and I just can't wait for Simone to just smack some sense into her, but that happens afterwards with the husband. I wonder what he's going to be like, because like obviously it's going to be like a whirlwind relationship and then he's a complete arsehole, so we're excited but sad. Oh my god, I'm so excited because Simone got a telegram from Daisy, and it's very book accurate because Daisy does send her that message to say I need you, but then it's like a whole whirlwind thing because Daisy keeps going to other places and Simone just chases her. But I like that Bernie's coming with, but also there's a place in Greece called Hydra. It's like, is this meant to be like why Marvel used Hydra even though it's the octopus thing? But like I feel like I simply must go to this place now because I hear Hydra and then I think of Bucky. Okay, bummer, Daisy was there in Greece, but it was really sweet that she like came running to see Simone, and the only reason she brought them there is so that Simone can be in her wedding as her maid of honor, which I think is funny because like Daisy was just like I need you, and they're like use a phone. But Nicky is there and he's the Prince of Ireland. I thought it was Italy and I thought it was going to be Greece, but now he's a Prince of Ireland. Did they have princes back in the day? Like, and it's a non-ruling sovereign, they've said, but he's got houses all over the place and he doesn't know about the band, which I'm pretty sure happened in the book as well. So now it's like, what's Daisy going to do? Because he doesn't really like the fact that she's in a band with all these men. I don't know where this is going to go. What is Daisy doing? She just left her guitar because there was police around and they were going to get her drugs, and now she's got like a banjo. And now she's just quitting the band, just not telling anyone, just effing off. Like this is peak Daisy behavior, but like did she want to leave before? Because like I remember Nicky was like, he went with her and he was invested in doing it, but then he also was like, I hate everything about your life, but because this is where the drugs are gonna get really bad. Low-key really grossed out that her foot's just on the table near that bowl of fruit. That's my only thought right now because I'm like, ew. Oh, the wedding was actually really cute. Like the vibes are really nice for it, and I like the way that they put the veil over both of them. But also, was Daisy just like in a bikini with just like a white mesh thing over the top? Because like, of course she'd get married in her underwear. But I just like that she doesn't regret the day of the wedding because it was beautiful. It was a really beautiful day. But she's going to regret the marriage, which I do think is going to be interesting. Literally the next day after the wedding, Nicky's already been manipulated by being like, Simone's in love with you, Bob. Like he needs to let his shit go. Like I'm already so mad at him. Like I've already have an inbuilt hate for this character obviously because I've read the book, but it's like, dude, couldn't even give it a day. Okay, just finished episode 7 and I do believe there was just too much focus on Nicky. Oh, I didn't need that much in my life. And I'm also sad that we didn't get to see any of the other band members. We saw Teddy, but no one else. But now we're going to see the reunion and the start of the tour, which is going to be really exciting. I actually really like the way they depicted Daisy being too scared to go back though. I think that's going to be really interesting, and like watching it you can see and be like, oh, Nicky's going to be nice and help her out, but also it's like, no, he's not going to. But also she fell out with Simone and now I'm really sad because they're meant to be besties and Daisy really is kind of a selfish bitch. So I'm excited for episode 8. I really hope we get a reunion between them because I need them to be friends again. So Daisy's back and they're already arguing full blown, and I'm actually mad too because why would he not have Regret Me and Look at Us Now on the bill? They're the 2 best songs and they've only got the 1 album, so what are they going to tour with it if they just don't play half the songs? Because obviously it's Daisy Jones and the 6, so does that mean that they would play songs from 7, 8, 9? does Daisy know all the lyrics? Like, I mean, she did sing that one song with them for that performance, but like, is Billy just gonna take over? Because he seems very controlling. But they also didn't go through the whole spelt in the book where Billy and Teddy spend weeks locked up and they completely changed the sound of the Aurora album so that everyone was so freaking pissed because everything that they put into it was completely taken out and changed. The only thing that was the same was the lyrics. And everyone was so pissed off. So did that not happen? Because that was a very big point in the book, especially a point that made Eddie really, really pissed at Billy. But yes, it's very funny too, the way that Nikki comes in and Billy's just like, the fuck is that? So he's very annoyed. And also, Timothy's back. He's a main character and it's taken 6 episodes for him to come back. But yes, we finally got Rod and he's dealing with them being the worst for this tour because they're both going to need the 2 buses and they're both going to need 2 of everything, and it's going to cost the label so much money, but we know because they're freaking drama queen. Oh my god, I'm so glad the first performance went okay in Albuquerque. I'm glad that it was good. And I like that Daisy just had the energy. Like, she really just has stage presence, but also Billy is just so jealous of everything that Nikki does. And it's just so hilarious. Like, I am enjoying this so much. Yes, they have it down packed. Having Daisy's is the party bus and Billy's is the boring bus. But obviously it's because he's not wanting to do drugs and drink because he's trying to be sober for his family. But I just think that's funny. I'm also really mad that we don't have the 2 buses that have their faces on them. So we know which one's the Daisy bus and we know which is the Billy bus, because that was really funny in the book that it was just like the whole thing plastered, and also the full frontal on the bus as well. So I just think it's funny that these don't really tell you which bus is which. And I know that like at first there was like 2 specific groups of people that were on the buses, but now everyone seems to be on Daisy's. But later in the day some will go over and chill with Billy. Like, I'm pretty sure Graham chilled with Billy and Warren, and Eddie went with Daisy because he's like F Billy, and Karen just because like girls still with girls. I feel like that's where the vibe was. Oh, Rod's really looking out for them. I love this because this scene where they're all walking off the bus is like one of the main things from the trailer. But like when there was the bag of drugs, Rod's just like, nope, that's mine, Billy, you keep going. Like, he's protecting him. It's cute. Oh my god, the passion from that moment. Like, they have that press conference and all they want to ask about is Billy and Daisy, of course. And I keep forgetting that Look at Us Now is actually Honeycomb, which is the first song, but I'm sad that they're not playing it on the tour because they're meant to duet it and it's meant to be like really nice. But Look at Us Now is on the Aurora album though, but they're just not touring with one song from the album is my guess. The argument at the end, like, I remember seeing snippets of this in the trailer where she's all like at him, and then like they were so close and then she just was like, get away. But like, I just love this. Like, they have so much passion. My camera just died. I don't know what I was talking about. I think it was about the passion. Billy hates Nikki, and I agree. I understand it. And a lot of people who haven't read the book would think that's really irrational and it's just because he's in love with Daisy, which is true. But he just has a vibe, and I think because he's sober he might see too that he's very dangerous for Daisy, even though they haven't really delved as much into the messiness of her intake of stuff. I hope that maybe they talk about it more in the next episode, because I don't think Nikki's leaving this episode. Probably going to be the next one where shit really hits the fan. Oh my god, I just need to take a moment to say how fabulous Camila looks. She's like a queen. Oh my god, like, I would not trust wearing all white, but like, damn, does she make that look good. Gosh, I feel so bad for Billy because like he keeps getting dragged into these situations where everyone's drinking, and like Camila was like obviously took the glass out of his hand, but she was still getting really drunk as well. And I'm just like, you know that he just doesn't handle these situations well anymore, and they keep making him be around people drinking. It's really hard for him. But also, Camila's dress when she goes to the airport, like, oh my god, like, why does she have such nice fashion? Like, I have loved Daisy's clothes, but I feel like Camila's are like a bit more conservative, but still gorgeous. Like, I would wear that dress that she wore right at the end there, that white one with like the bits on it. So pretty. Oh, and also like Eddie and her kind of talked about it. Like, we obviously know they hooked up, like, it's obvious, but like, she's like, it's never gonna happen again, and Eddie's like, I love you so much. Like, there's drama. Like, I wonder if anything's gonna happen to them afterwards. I don't know. Or are we just never gonna mention it again? I feel like there needs to be some more closure. Oh, Karen stood up for Graham and told everyone that they're together, and I like that Warren and Eddie thought it was a joke, but then Karen showed them. It's cute now that they know. I'm really not keen for it to implode, because they both want different things in their life. But also, we're getting to the point where Nikki is wanting to do more stuff, and Daisy is trying to like pull back a bit because she is getting worse and sleeping in and missing things and like not saying all the lyrics all the time. So like we're getting the slow descent now. Like I felt like she did do a lot of stuff beforehand and they didn't show it as much. Like they've shown it, but it's like it kind of feels like they're still doing a bit of a flip, but it just seems to be what happens on tour, because it happened to Billy, it's happening to Daisy. Kind of worried for it because I know it's gonna be bad. Oh my god, yes. I'm so glad that Billy just punched the shit out of Nikki. Like that was solid. Like he hit him and he was just gone. Like his face just completely disappeared off the screen. And I like that Warren's like, don't step in, because he's been wanting him to get punched for so long. But they haven't really explained why Nikki is so annoying. Like he's controlling and he just acts like he's top shit, but they haven't really shown the way that he's been very controlling of Daisy to warrant why Warren feels that way. But also with the performance, how she's just blurring the words and she's not saying anything right, and she just trips over and cuts herself, and Billy's so concerned. Like she is getting off the rails and it's just getting really, really bad, and she's just gonna hurt herself. Like she's already hurt herself and she's gonna hurt herself worse, and that's what I'm afraid of. There is so much just happening right now. Like, oh my god, like it was so sweet how she's saying look at us now, even though Billy just left, but the way the crowd was singing it to her, like that was so sweet, and her voice sounded so good. But then she is just doing line after line after line with Nikki, and she's completely drugged out, and then Billy's all mad and he's wanting to kick her out of the band, and then he goes to the door and like you could just tell something had happened, and I'm sitting there like she's overdosed. Like I knew the vibe, like he was freaking out. So then Billy storms in protective mode and he sprints to her, and the way that he's just like, I'm here now, and like picks her up, and then Nikki's just packing his bag to leave. Like what the actual hell? Because this is what happened in the book, is she overdoses and he just chucks her in the shower and leaves her there. Because that's what you do, right? You don't get help. I'm glad Rod's there too, so we can call that doctor dude who's like giving him a code to come. But the way that Billy just grabbed her and like just like moved her so that he was behind her, like he cares so much, but he's not allowed to care. But like, oh my god, I just still can't believe he's just prepared to just leave completely. Like, what is this? I know she just nearly died, but like, why are they so cute? Like it's not, but like, I just finished the episode. I'm glad that she opened her eyes before the end. Like obviously we know she's fine because there's the interview bits later, but like that was so sad how Billy's just like, come on, wake up, and he's like crying, and it's like he never got to that point, but he got pretty bad. And like I just can't. Nikki, what the hell, dude? Is we gonna see him again? So I was hoping Daisy was gonna like ream him because he deserves that, but like that was just like so much. That episode was really good, and I loved how much of the tour stuff that we got. Like we just got multiple performances. Like definitely this episode, number 8, has been my favorite. It's got so many things that are quite accurate, and it just really had the great tone of the story of it just starting to get really hopeless. But like, how are they going to finish this in 2 episodes? I do not know. But I hope you guys enjoyed my vlog for episode 7 and 8. I hope to get this one out sooner because I feel like I'm always like a few days late. But I really enjoyed this so much. And I cannot wait for the finale, but it feels so long away now. Like there's still another week to go. But like, I cannot wait. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!